I'm Bill Snyder. I'm the technical director here at MW Design Workshop. Talking very briefly about a subject that's very near and dear to my heart, which is building mock-ups, prototypes, and the part of the design process at the beginning. Typically, you know, if it's a simple project, you design it, you make it, you go install it. But if it's a complex project or something that we haven't done before, it's not just a linear design it, make it, go and install it. When you hire MW for a project, you're hiring the whole team to figure out the parts that are the trickiest. And if you don't do the R&D at the beginning, you're definitely going to do it at the end when it's much more difficult, much more costly, and may not even be possible. So really what I like the most and the funnest part of the project is to take the requirements from the designer, and then we kind of use basically the scientific method where you plan out what you're going to do, and then you go out and you test it out on the smallest possible scale that you can, and as quick as you can. And if it worked, you implement it. If not, you start over and you iterate until you get the piece of the puzzle figured out that you need to. So this is a good example here. This is a stair that we're doing. The difficult thing here is they wanted the least amount of stringer depth here on this helical stair. And so we talked about, okay, how are we gonna do this? We're probably gonna have steel as the structure underneath. Typically, a stair like this will have a laminated stringer. It might have a laminated structure underneath. But for us to have the absolute minimal amount of structure here and maximize the stair, the approach that we took is, okay, we've got these tread modules that bolt together inside, and this is the structure. And so this is the mock-up. We built a full-scale mock-up. It's 3 treads. It's actually about 25% of the whole stair. And so we invested, you know, this is a pretty big mock-up to do, but we also wanted to have something that we could show the client and show the architect. And other things on here that are novel, that are something that we've never done before, is these stringer panels are actually machined out of solid blocks. This was our first mock-up here, and you can see that it's pretty crude. Obviously, we're going as quick as we can, but each one of these is a solid block of poplar. And then we carve the geometry out of it, and it's faceted where it matches up with these tread units. And then something even more technical than that we wanted to try was, when we quoted this, we said, okay, the soffit's gonna be paneled or coffered underneath the stair. And we don't have a way to do that to make panels typically. So what we did on this is we just tried this out. We glued up a big piece of wood, a giant piece of poplar, and we actually carved the soffit panels directly out of this giant blank. And these fit underneath, and they fit together with accuracy that we're not able to achieve with traditional lamination and our traditional methods. This is a new approach for us. And so it's possible that this is the most accurate helical stair that we've made, because we've kept it all digital, we've carved everything. And you know, if you get lucky, if you build a full-scale prototype, sometimes you can take it and actually use it. We made a few changes, design changes from this to when we actually built the whole thing, but we took these tread units up to the site. The whole structure of the stair went in about 3 hours. And all these pieces that bolt onto the structure fit up very accurately. And that's where it's at right now. We're gonna go up when they're ready and put the treads and the handrail on. But thinking through the process at the beginning, deciding what you're gonna mock up, not only is it an opportunity for us to figure out our process, which is really important, but it's also such a good communication tool for the client and the designer to make sure we're on the same page. And then also there's numerous opportunities for creativity. Sometimes you have to start making things to figure out actually how to make it. So we loaded this whole thing into a van, drove up. The architect was there from New York. We talked through it and solved a few of the issues. We got help from the person who's going to be doing the painting, because with this process, there may be a little bit more work on the painting and finishing side, so we have to get buy-in and cooperation from the people that we're working with. But that's our approach here at MW, is we take the prototyping and the mocking up of these projects very seriously, because that's the time when we figure it all out. So that's our process here at MW on every technical project that you hire us for.